I grew up in Marysville, Washington. When I told my family I was going to move into a van, they weren't surprised at all. My parents were super supportive of me. My mom thinks it's so cool. She talks about how she's gonna get a van. My dad actually is the one who went with the money to check out the van and get it for me. My first international solo trip lasted for 6 months. I traveled around with a backpack, 70-liter backpack, and that was everything that I had. And I came home to my dad's house and was greeted with all of my tubs of things that I needed. Before I left, I had narrowed it down. I sold so much shit. And then I came home and these were things that were necessary, like necessities of my life. And I remember looking at my boxes and thinking like, I'm never gonna be able to live the same way ever again. And I proceeded to sell almost everything of my necessities. And in the next few months, I bought a Subaru. I moved into my Subaru because I didn't want a home. I didn't want to have to be in one spot. I wanted to have mobility. And a Subaru is a lot bigger than a backpack. And then I tried to share that Subaru with a Chilean man, and that was a little rough, and so I started dreaming of a van. And about a year ago, almost to the date, I moved into my van and committed myself to a life of simplicity. Everything I own can fit inside my van now. Every time I travel, I learn something about myself, and I learn something about the world that I live in. And every time I travel, I am introduced to a new area or a new way of life that teaches me how much more I have to learn. So I think the traveling for me is going to be a lifestyle. I love traveling the way that people love a partner. And I will chase it forever with the passion. I can't imagine me without it. It is what makes me me. For someone considering their first international trip, I would just tell them to go for it. If you wait until you're ready, you're never going to go. It's terrifying. It's not always fun. Be ready for the loneliness. Be ready for confusion. Be ready to adapt, but go.